I'm making this video because I wanted to support Shaya's Shelf, who is promoting a protest for August 1st. Complete blackout on African braiding shops, restaurants, and stores, right? I'm absolutely here for this. I'm showing my support because I do this in my everyday life. I do not shop with the Africans. Ain't no African ever braided my hair, put their hands in my head, or none of that, right? I don't do the restaurants. I stopped like years ago. I do not shop with their stores. If I walk into a store and I accidentally realize, not for me, right? So she's encouraging that we do an August 1st protest all through the month of August. I think it should continue throughout for the rest of the year, right? Let them really feel the heat, okay?
The tension is rising fast. Some Black Americans are now calling for boycott of African-owned businesses. They are claiming they are being disrespected, mistreated, and even betrayed. Some of them are saying that Africans are stealing their reparations. And to me, it felt like the unity many hoped for is being tested. But what really sparked this fire? Let's get into it.
Because they are confused about who they are, who we are, and what this is all about, right? They're so busy licking boots, they don't seem to want to give us our respect. They need a wake-up call, right? Because clearly they don't understand that the large majority of why you are even in the space that you're in is because of us, and that our dollars are the ones that pay your bills. Because we black them out. I want to see how many white people are finna support y'all, right? I want to see how many of y'all businesses is really going to be able to stay afloat month after month of black people not supporting you, right? Like, let's really be about it. So in support of Shaya's Shelf, I am even pushing past August, but it starts August 1st, okay? Complete, total blackout on Africans. Period. Okay? Let them know what time it is.
How we should control the facts when we the one who bought it.
Black Americans, come here. Come here. This is a message for y'all. Especially my Black American women. Come here. Listen. I think it's time for us to show how strong and how powerful the Black American dollar is, since they don't believe us. I think it's time to boycott the braiding shops. That's what I think it's time to do. It's time to boycott the braiding shops. Stop going. We know how to braid. Let's braid our own hair. Support our own small businesses. Stop going to the braid shops. Teach them how to have some respect, because they have none. Black American power. Black American dollar. They need us. We don't need them. Remember that. Do I wish there could be unity in a community? Absolutely. But that ain't gonna happen until they give us our fucking respect. And they've never done it. So, all that, boycott time. No more African braid shops. It's time to boycott the African braid shops. Stop going. Let's show them how powerful our Black American dollar is, since they think we can't control this narrative. Since they think we got everything, let's show them how much we really got. Black American power. Again, I'm going to keep saying it. Like, follow, share, comment below. What you think?
And y'all can say what y'all want, but y'all going up in these African shops and getting cussed out and getting played in and getting brazen, big in the middle and little around the edges. Then y'all talking about something. Africans is not the problem. Yes, they is. Yes, they is. And y'all condone it because y'all love convenience. Y'all love to go sit up in somebody's bikini bottom, the bottom of bikini bottom, as long as it come with quick self-serve checkout braids. I ain't never seen nobody that don't want to go sit at nobody. They always gonna be quick. 15 people was on my head. The disrespect that y'all go through going to the African braid shop, y'all are the reason why they keep opening up 15 shops. Y'all over here giving them y'all hard-earned money and they cussing you out, slapping you in the face, putting synthetic hair in your head, doing y'all any kind of way. And like I said, I I don't care. If you got good service, you just got good service. If you a bad braider, you a bad braider. You a good braider, you a good braider. I'm not no hater. But the way I keep scrolling down my timeline, that's why I don't double tap African when I see y'all, oh, come with me to go get my hair done. Let me go get my hair done. Let me go over there and get cussed out. Let me go over there and get the middle big and the outside little. Let me go over there and do that. And then get treated like dog crap. Then you got to hold the baby. Then you got to take them home. Then you don't even get a discount. All I'm saying is, I would rather go, what is that, eat crumbs with bombs, then let somebody, treat me any kind of way and get them that money because of convenience. And I said what I said. It don't make no sense how they keep popping up. They got shops each. Don't mind my jiggly arm, I can cook. But it don't make no sense how they got all these shops up around here and they treating y'all. Folks slapping folks. Where's the professionalism? Let it be a black-owned business. Let it be a black-owned business right here. They get on Facebook and bash black-owned business like it ain't nothing. But Africans can do whatever they want to do. Yeah, bye.
They need their own city. They need their own state. They need their own country, bro. Like, I just seen an ugly bitch try to convince the rest of everybody else that we should boycott Africans. We should really sit out here and boycott Africans. We got all these other groups that tell us they don't like us to our face, that do whole shit against us. Y'all want to go ahead and boycott fucking Africans, bro. Africans, bro. That's where we want to start at. That's where we want to start the boycott at. Africans. Bro, they way down the line. It's really just a conversation that needs to be had. I really think we got misrepresented in these fake-ass movies and all this fuck propaganda, and they took it to heart. So it's really a misunderstanding with the Africans. But big ugly bitches, y'all need to stop trying to divide everybody with y'all ugly ass.
So I would just like to say, I see nothing wrong with boycotting. The issue is you guys want to boycott an entire continent of people that you've never met before. And that makes no sense. If you had an issue with a specific braiding salon, let's say it's called Sarah's Braiding Salon, right? You went there, they were rude to you, they talked about you, they treated you badly, then yes, I will 100% support, do not go to that salon. But to now come and say, oh, I'm not going to African restaurants, I'm not going to African businesses. You're not going to support a business because the simple fact that they're African means you're racist. I'm so sorry. You wanting to not go somewhere because it's owned by Africans and you've never went there before, they've never done anything wrong to you, means you're racist. You're basically saying you're not supporting that company because they're African. Not because they did anything wrong to you, not because they stole your money, not because they yelled at you, just because they're African. That means you're racist. And I don't care, you guys want to say, oh, Black people can't be racist or African people can't be racist. Yes, you can. If you're saying you're not going to support someone's business because they're African, that means you're racist. And that's wrong. Like, boycotting is a good idea when you're boycotting a specific company that did something. Boycotting a continent of people is crazy because you have not met everybody from that continent. And yeah, and I would just like to say, if you guys are boycotting, make sure you keep this up till prom. I don't want to see any, oh, I got my dress made in Africa, Nigerian prom dresses. I don't want to see any of that. If you guys are boycotting, keep it up. And I think you guys are forgetting back to school starts in August. So I hope you're ready to go to school with no hair done, because this actually makes no sense. You're supposed to boycott the specific company that wronged you, not an entire continent of people. Have a great day.
Some of y'all about to be offended by this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Y'all really pick and choose who and what y'all want to boycott, and it's actually really weird. Like, I can kind of understand the Target situation, but now I'm starting to hear people are boycotting African braiding shops. Like, what? Now, some of these hair salons don't really be doing what they need to do. I get it. That's some hair salons. But at the same time, it's Black braiding shops that be doing the same thing. Mind you, it's so many businesses in our communities that are completely against us. I still be seeing some of y'all shop at Lululemon, and apparently the person who made it don't even like Black people. Mind you, y'all have yet to boycott McDonald's, and they have been targeting the Black community for decades. All that high cholesterol, diabetes, high blood pressure from McDonald's food, and y'all still eat there? Like, I don't get that. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that everything needs to be boycotted. I'm actually saying the opposite. If y'all are going to boycott places, make it make sense. And then don't pick and choose what's servicing the black community correctly or not when y'all shop at other places that are just doing a complete bigger disservice to the black community and are blatant about it. I'm honestly starting to believe that some of y'all are just falling into a mass hysteria of what happens on social media and are not really digging in deep and doing a deep dive as to why you should be boycotting these places. And it's starting to feel like some of y'all don't really have your own opinion on the reason why these places should be boycotted.
What I'm getting is we failed to boycott Target. We failed to boycott Lululemon. We failed to boycott all the businesses that are failing us. But we woke up and chose to boycott African businesses starting August 1st. I'm here to tell you that August 1st is too far. Actually, I should start like right now and boycott it forever because obviously priorities aren't set straight. Yeah, they are all the way messed up.
Hey, Black Americans, why are we boycotting the Africans? I just ran across a post, and it's given we're trying to show them who's boss. I don't really, can somebody fill me in? This doesn't feel productive. Like, can somebody?
If you're not black, just keep scrolling. This video is for my African Americans and African brothers and sisters. Specifically for us, I am so confused. Why am I seeing that on August 1st, African Americans or a specific African American has forged a protest against African businesses, from African restaurants, African braiding salons, anything that is African owned? They have started a campaign that on August 1st, we as Black Americans will be boycotting these businesses. What is wrong with us just as a people, as Black Americans, African Americans, that it makes sense to boycott African businesses because you may have had a bad experience with a African business? You've also had a bad experience with an Asian business. You've had a bad experience with a white business. You've had a bad experience with a Hispanic business, and so on and so forth. Where's the energy for those businesses that continuously come into our communities and disrespect us? But you want to start a war, a beef, continue a beef with Africans? Like, make it make sense. We are all one. Sure, we can distinguish ourselves as African American or African, but they look at us all the same. They don't look at an African and say, oh, you're African. They don't look at me as an African American and say, oh, she's an African American. No, she's a nigga. They all the same. So what sense does it make that we are boycotting our own people? Sometimes we can really be our own worst enemy. They don't even need to do anything to divide us. There's nothing more that they need to do. We can complete the mission ourselves. The self-hate, because that's what it is. It's self-hate. There is no way. I don't even know how this thing even got legs. How did this even get legs? You got people agreeing with it, like, yeah, when I go into the hair braiding shop, that's why Black women ain't got edges, and that's why Black women got bald spots or losing hair because they braid so tight. What? That's the reason why you're boycotting them? Because you made a choice to let somebody braid your hair a certain way and you didn't get the desired results? So that's justification to boycott an entire community of people? Like, y'all dumb. I say it all the time to my friends and family. The majority of people are fucking stupid. And I mean that with my whole entire chest. Y'all are some dumb, ignorant ass people. Because this don't make no goddamn sense. How you boycott your own people when you got people, other races, other communities that have done far worse to us than we do to each other? But you want to sit here and boycott your own people. I don't even even have no more words because I'm really going to go off and get to cursing on here, and I don't need to be doing all that. Y'all need to grow up and do better. Matter of fact, let's make August 1st, you do go to an African business. If there's an African beauty supply, if there's an African, I don't know, corner store, whatever kind of business it is out there that an African may have, go ahead and make sure y'all frequent it on August 1st. Let's counteract this ignorance because this is fucking stupid. So goddamn dumb.
To be honest, this is really shameful. As an African, I feel bad because, first of all, I used to think that we are one and there is no point fighting on the internet over something as small as this. When it comes to disrespect, I understand, but there is also a better way to go about it than to come online and spread this kind of hateful words. And let me tell you something. The enemy loves it when we argue. When Africans mock Black Americans for not knowing their tribe, or when Black Americans call Africans arrogant or ungrateful, the enemy smiles because every insult we throw at each other is one less question they have to answer. And while we are busy boycotting each other, tearing down the little we have built together, they are still in boardrooms, still building prisons, still funding oppression, still writing policies. We fight over scraps while they are dining on our silence. If God didn't want Black to exist, we wouldn't have survived slavery, colonization, poverty, war, exile, Jim Crow, and apartheid. We are not a mistake. We are a proof that God still works in the darkest places. So why are we acting like we were meant to hate each other? Why are we doing the work of the very people who chained us? Why are we mocking each other's accents, dragging each other's pain, and gatekeeping trauma like only one of us has suffered? Let me tell you, there is no liberation when it comes at the cost of another Black soul. There is no freedom that tastes sweet while your brother starves. This message is specifically to my African brothers and sisters living abroad. Remember, wherever you go, you carry the name, the spirit, and the pride of Africa with you. So while you work hard and chase opportunities abroad, please don't forget the power of humility and respect. Respect the people you live among, whether locals or fellow migrants. Don't look down on anyone. Don't disrespect. Don't divide. Instead, build bridges. Because you see, if you look down on Black Americans specifically, remember they've built the US. And they are the reason why you travel there and feel comfortable. So, Africa is watching. The world is watching. Please represent us well. And to our beloved Black American family, don't feel bad because we Africans, honestly, we love you. If you have ever visited Africa, I'm so sure that you have experienced the love we give you whenever you travel to the continent of Africa. So don't feel like you are alone. We love you, we respect you, and we see you as our own. There is no point fighting over this. There is always a better way to solve this. Oh yes, sometimes we might have misunderstandings, but I want you to understand that fighting takes us nowhere. We become weak by fighting against each other. And we are stronger together. We are one. And if we really want unity, it starts with real respect and love. So let's rise together, stand together, heal together, and build together. Thank you very much for watching this video. Kindly give it a like, subscribe if it's your first time here, as well as share it with anyone you would want to watch this video as well. And let me know your opinion in the comment section. Until next time, bye-bye, stay safe, I love you.